Alright, so continuing from where we left off, we need to make the ponytail. What we can also do is I can take this basic, this basic curve that I have, and I can convert it for like the band which is holding the ponytail, because I can just do a resample here, which will give me that, and let's say maximum number of curves. Okay, and then just take a poly wire. Yeah, and lower the thickness, increase this. And if you just merge it with that, yeah, this is a long setup. See, so you get like you get your merging point. Anyways, so that is like one more thing to take care of. Okay, so where do we start? So what we're going to do is firstly, I'm going to attach a point onto that point. So we'll take an add SOP. I'll create one point. And I'm going to take the same transform. So do Control C, Control V. Actually, we need the copy as well. So Control C, Control V. And we copy the point to, that area. Let's take an Alt, make it like that. So what we should have is like one point over there. Okay, which is the exact location of, the circle. What you can do is you can just right click here and do like copy parameter and paste it here. So paste relative reference, so that if we adjust this, the ponytail will also adjust. Okay, and then we also want to take another add SOP and generate the basic shape of my ponytail. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the add SOP and like add a point and just move it. So we want about 4 points, 2, and again like just and 3, and then 4. Yeah, and then we're going to mix all of these together and form a curve. So just take a merge, and this comes first and that goes second. And let's just do an add and see what we get. So take an add and just do group. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we can't see it because shade open curves is on, but there you go. Okay, so firstly, I want to convert this to NURBS curves. So it will be smoother. So take a convert and convert it to NURBS curve. Yeah, and then adjust it a little bit more. Okay, so just like pull it back a little, and then okay, now we want to like generate a couple of ramps so we can control the shape of the ponytail. So I'm going to first take a resample to add more points to this. I think that should be good enough. Take another circle, or actually we need the same circle coming in from here. Okay, so just this guy directly. So we need to bring in this guy, do a resample, so it converts to polygons. Okay, and then we'll do a copy stamp. But in order to make sure that it flows along this, we'll use a polyframe. So take a polyframe and turn off the normal name, turn on tangent name and the bitangent name. The tangent name will be normal and the bitangent name will be up. So the up vector is decided by the bitangent. I don't know what it does, but it makes sure that the curve doesn't twist. Okay, so this comes in here and that goes in there. And there you go. You get like a perfectly flowing circle. If you don't do this, it sometimes can twist. Anyways, we don't need to worry about it. So just take a transform and yeah, this should be smaller. So it's 0.28. Okay, hold on a second. So we need that transform to make it smaller. So it's 0.28. Yeah, the size of that. Okay, like we can copy paste it. So just do this thing, right click, copy parameter, come in here to paste relative reference. Okay. Okay, so this is done. Now what I want to do is I just want to control the shape of this. So we'll take a wrangle and we'll start off with the color curve. And I want 3 of these, because what I want to control is I want to control the basic shape. Then I want to control the size in the X axis. Okay. And then lastly, I also want to give it a little bit of a twist. Like you can see that ponytail sort of twists towards the bottom. So I also want to give it that. So we're just going to copy paste this. So we'll do Control C and then, Control V and Control V. And we'll just change the name. So this will be like, let's call this R, and this we'll call it T. And so this is CG and this is CB. And what I want to do is I want to say at P scale is equal to the red color, CD.R. So you'll get this, okay, which is great. Except, yeah, we're going to have to do one thing, which is the curve is starting from there, which is fine right now, but later on if you try to control the length of it, it will start cutting from the top. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. So just take a sort and you need to reverse the point. So just a reverse point sort. Let's try to put it before this. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So this is better. Okay, so this is perfect. This is what we want. Okay, so it's big here and then it gets small there, not too small. And so we do like B-spline for both. And then we add a point in the middle and just like jump it up. So you can sort of adjust it. Okay, so this is good. Now, what you can also do is along with P scale, we can also use an attribute called scale, which allows you to control like individual axis. So if I do something like, if I type set, and you can see this. So if I do like 1, 1, 1, which is X, Y, Z, okay, you get this. But let's say if I take the X axis and I make it 0.4, then you'll see it squeezes like this. So what we want to do is we want to take the green color over there. So we'll take the at cd.g, but we want to start at 1. So into 1. And what that will do is if we take the green, okay, so we have the green. So it's normal here. And I just want to do like B-spline for both. And I'm just going to pick up like one point in the middle and again like push it up. So you can like define the shape of it. Okay, and then lastly, the blue color doesn't come into play right now. Okay, the blue color comes into play here in the copy stamp. Okay, so turn off transform cumulative, and in rotation, I'm going to do at cd.b into 40. And you'll see like it starts to twist, but we'll come into the attribute triangle, and what we want is it shouldn't do anything in the beginning, should be like that. So again, B-spline and B-spline. Yeah, so we just wanted to twist towards the end, like the beginning should remain, normal. And so just take this and make it about say 120. Yeah, so you'll get like a decent enough twist. Okay, and then take a scatter. So all of this was just for show, but we'll eventually we're scattering points on this, and like lower that to about say 60, 70. That should be fine. And do the same thing, take a partition. So we'll just take the partition from, yeah, both of these. So Control C, Control V, like, yeah, cut this. This comes in here, that goes in there. See, so if you turn this off, you'll see like it twists towards the base. Okay, so this is good. We have our basic shape. I would like to adjust this a little bit more. So let's try 0.03. Yeah. Okay, the rest can be done using the hair nodes. So what we're going to do is, firstly, I want to like randomly adjust the length of this. So just take a guide process length and set this. See, this is what I was saying. If you don't do the sort, it cuts from below. Okay, so the sort is important. And set this to multiply. Yeah, and set it to randomize. Yeah, and something like that. And then we also want to bend it. So take a bend. You'll get a guide process bend. Set this to bend direction should be axis constant in the x-axis. And if we plug that in, see, there you go. So it bends like that. And you can also give it a little bit of random. So it does a pretty decent job with that. And we can also, like if you want, we can come to the wrangle and try to adjust a little bit. So yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is good. We have our basic ponytail. Okay, now we need to activate it. So this will be, the circle will be my skin. So we can actually use like this particular guy. Okay, this is, it starts getting a little complex now. Or at least the node tree starts looking a little weird. So just like bring this down here and I think take a resample so we can just adjust it. Yeah. So about like 50 points. Yeah, this is good. So we need to activate the guide. So take a guide attribute lookup. So this comes in here and that goes in there. So this is fine. Yeah, let's keep it like this. And then we generate the hair. So we take a hair generate and the skin comes in here and turn off the grow unguided hair and this comes in there. So it's good. And then just increase the number of points to about, try about 100,000 to start with because you need a lot. And we can do shade open curve so we can see this now. Maybe we also want the coloring. Yeah, so let's just take this, do Control C, Control V. I just like doing this, this is optional. Yeah, so hair generate and let's pick this up. Yeah, okay. So we're good till here. Yeah, this is good. And then the rest is fairly simple. So take a frizz. And so this comes into frizz. Again, like lower this. Okay, and then take a clump. And yeah, wow, okay. Lower the clump size and turn this to linear. And then just adjust things a little bit. Yeah, like increase crossover rate, increase fractal clumping, increase stray rate a little bit. Just like, you know, lower the clump values. And then just increase it. Like, I think my final count was something like 350,000. So you need it to be high. So take it about 300,000. There you go. See, that looks nice. And if you wanted to twist more, you can always just come to the copy stamp and just adjust this. So let's say if you make it about 240, see, you get like a nice little twist on the whole thing. And maybe I should do a little bit of a, like the initial point. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And then we can merge it. So just take this and merge it here. And what you can do is now we can like just shape it a little bit better. So I can just take the, you know, this add. Let me just lower the hair count so it will process a little faster. So just take the hair generate. You bring it down to 100,000 for now. Yeah, so just take the add sop and just adjust it. Yeah, there you go. And then we'll jump it back up. So hair generate. And that's basically it. Now I'll just show you what I did with the stray hair, which is really simple. So I just did like a hair generate here, you know, on the stray hair and just like randomly, you know, did combing. So you should probably do a little better job than this. But, and then, yeah, then you just do hair generate based on that. And I did a little bit of frizz and clumping. So you get a little bit of frizz and a little bit of clumping. And that's, you know, basically it. So then you just merge it with the final thing. Like if I just take the same guy here. So you get like a little additional, so you get like a little additional detailing over there. But it's not complicated. Like that's really simple. So yeah, so this is basically it. So as I said, like for the braids, now hold on, let me just find that. Yeah, so this is basically it. So this is, if you just do a search for Houdini braid tool, I think it's called the shape curves tool. Okay, so if you come to, like, it will bring you to a side effects post. This is actually, when is this from? This is from 2015, but I've tried this in 16.5 and it works perfectly fine. So it should work in 17. I don't think there'll be a problem. But yeah, you can just, like, he's given it for download over here. Okay, like you can, I think, yeah, there you go. So there's the HDA, which you can just download. And it's really effective. You know, like you can generate, you know, like you can generate braids and it gives you number of braids, you know, and you can smoothen it out. You can do a ton of stuff. You can adjust the beginnings and the ends. So all those things are perfectly controllable. So the point being, like, if someone's already done this, there's no real reason to, you know, like if someone already did the math for you, I don't think there's any reason to sit down and do it again. I will attach my braids setup as well. It's not the best thing because it can only do 3 and there isn't a lot of control on it, but you can at least take a look at it and see what it can do.